Hey guys, so I have been meaning to do a walkthrough of the garden for a while now, and just it has been a process getting the garden put together. We put the garden, we started from scratch. It was originally a hill, and my husband graded it, and then me and him and our kids put up the fence and brought in all this dirt and made the mounds. So I'm a little bit late in my planting season as well because it was a little bit more of a process than what I thought it was going to be. Took a little bit longer, but here we are and everything's growing. I do a lot of snap peas. My kids love snap peas. So we have 2 rows. Really looking forward to the snap peas. They're doing great. I originally was just going to string them up with the T-post, but my husband really wanted to put the fencing up, and I do think it's a good idea. Up here on this spot where the garden's at, it gets really windy, so I think the fencing will be added strength for the storms we get and just the windy days. So excited about that in the process. Hopefully we start growing some pods soon. I use cut grass as my mulch. I had originally done straw, and then I don't know what happened, but the straw I got it had like little seeds in it, and so grass was just growing, almost like I had put grass seed down. It was crazy. So I had to hurry up and get rid of that. And then we have a lawn care business, so we have tons of grass clippings. And so my husband thought that was going to be a good idea. So we did it, and it has worked really good. These are our cucumbers. So I started a whole bunch of cucumbers early as seeds, and quickly realized that it's hard to keep up with seeds, and I think I started them a little too early. So these guys that you see right here, these are my tomatoes, but the other cucumbers that you had seen, the really tall ones on the end of the fence were my seeds I had started indoors, and that's why they're bigger. And then all the rest of them, the smaller cucumbers, were ones that I direct sowed into the ground probably like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe. So they're not that old. These guys are my tomato plants. I have 4 rows of tomato plants, actually 5. I had started a ton of tomato seeds, and so I'm gonna have a lot. These are my cucumber plants I was telling you about that I had started from seed indoors, and that's why they're bigger. Some of them are already producing, like this big guy. I tried to pick the flowers off early because it's supposed to help with them not focusing their energy on producing fruit, but on growing good roots. And I just couldn't keep up. As you can see, we have so many coming in. Really excited about these. My family eats a lot of cucumbers. I plan to pickle and do a lot of things with these cucumbers, so we're looking forward to those. I have 3 rows of cucumbers. In this bed right here, my daughter had originally put strawberries, but none of them survived. So right here I have spinach coming up on my back row. I am totally new to all of this other things that I'm growing. These are lettuce right here. I've done gardening the past couple years, but I've only done jalapenos, tomatoes, that kind of stuff. So this year is a big learning curve for me. So in this first bed that looks kind of empty, we have spinach, lettuce, and then in the front I have some onions. This is my mint. I have 3 mint plants. None of my seed had taken off, so I actually went and bought 3 mint plants, and they're supposed to kind of spread. So I figured that they will kind of take over this little area. Really looking forward to this. We do a lot of like lemonade mint stuff, and looking forward to the mint. This one was really cool to me, orange mint. I haven't used a lot of it yet, but I plan to. So in the front of that, you can see little sprouts coming up. I had put some cilantro, kind of late in the season, but it's coming. Back there, I have my basil, and you can see little basil seeds that I had put in the ground that are starting to come up too. This guy's sage. Plan to do some tea with him. I have some chives. These 3 are very new for me, so we'll see how they take off. These guys are my babies. So I started all these guys from seed. These are my jalapeno plants. I've done jalapenos the last couple years. We just moved on to this new acreage last August, so I have way more room now to do this. Last year I did them all in little bag pot. I don't know what they're called. The mesh bags. I had a whole bunch. I probably had 20 plants last year. This year I have about 40, I think. So plan to can a bunch. I plan to can a lot of these and give a lot away. Our family eats a lot of jalapenos. Right here you can see my radishes. This is my first year doing radishes. I kind of messed up because I just sprinkled them in the row, so a lot of them were too close together. The back row was a little bit better, more spaced out, but you'll see in my front row I did them really close together, so I think that's what's causing them to be small. You could see way close. That one's a pretty good little sized one, but I'm also having a lot of issue with a beetle. I think it's a beetle that's eating my leaves. You'll see one that I find later on one of my tomato plants, but I've noticed 2 different kinds. One's like a real shiny big beetle. The one that I really notice on my radishes here are these little black beetles. They're pretty small. They're quick too. So over here, these were some of my rows that I just did not have time. I finally got some stuff planted in them. These 2 right here are green beans. They were just planted like 2 days ago. These are some of my tomatoes. So this row that you're going to see right here, these are tomatillos. So I make a lot of salsa, and I've always used a lot of tomatillos. I've never grew them. I was really surprised. You could tell right away that the leaves were different even when they were little babies. But I'm really surprised at how these look. I don't know why I've never seen a tomatillo plant, but the stems are very thick. They shot up really tall. They just were not at all what I was expecting. I'm so used to regular tomato plants, but I think that they're doing really good. We're getting flowering on them, and I'm really excited. I have 1 row of tomatillos. As I go down here, this is where I found the big shiny beetle. I didn't really do a close-up because I was so surprised by him. He's the first one I've actually caught in action eating my plant. So you'll get a glimpse of it. I think right here I found a little one that I tried to kill while filming, but it flew away. As you could see, I thought I killed him, but obviously I didn't. But yeah, that's the little one that keeps. And then you'll see right here somewhere that there is a big beetle right there. This guy, what is he called? I don't know, but he is, I can tell he's the one making the big holes on my leaves, and I need to get rid of him. But yeah, otherwise, I think that these tomatillo plants are just doing great. Very excited to have those. Very, very excited. back here, I have a row of tomato plants. I haven't had time to go through and string these guys up yet. I need to get over there and get them pruned up and stringed up. I have so much respect for my great grandma. She gardened until the day she died. She was 99 years old out in her garden, canned everything under the sun, and I just wish I would have spent more time learning from her. This is just a quick video. These were my little jalapeno plants right when we were planting them. This is from seed. Have a good day.